Hello beautiful souls. So I put together my videos over the 4 days of my ayahuasca retreat, and it's a bit long. I may repeat myself a bit, but it was just my experience, and I was just talking about what was coming up for me in the moment, but everyone's experience will be different. So day one was just all about trying to settle the nerves. I was anxious, very scared, but also very excited as well. And we started the ceremony at night and it went through until the morning, all in all about 12 hours. Day 2 of ayahuasca ceremony, and it's been intense. I'm releasing a lot of emotion that I haven't dealt with before, and always numbed and tried to be strong, seeing it as weak to express it. And a lot has come up. I went through the ceremony, had my first cup of ayahuasca, and I wasn't too nervous drinking it, but then my body, any changes, any slight thing that happened that was different, just had this automatic reaction to numb, to resist, to shut down, to run away and not allow it to be there. And I'm being shown that all the parts of myself is okay. It's allowed to be there, it's safe to be there. We live in a world of light and dark polarity, and we can't just have the good all the time. We have these lower emotions too. I have the judgment, the overwhelm, the mind in overdrive, overthinking, suicidal thoughts, the comparison, the questioning everything. And I'm just seeing that it's okay. You're human, and it's okay. For the first cup, I didn't do loads. I did see some geometrical shapes and things. Then the second cup really allowed Mother Earth, Mother Nature, beautiful plant medicine to dive into my subconscious mind and show me what's been running in the background of the programming that I haven't been aware of, that sort of self-sabotaged me. And I began having suicidal thoughts, just thinking about there's a little lake down there and going and drowning myself, or thinking about finding a knife and cutting my wrists. And it's a dark place to be, and I was resisting a lot. Everything that I feel like I worked towards, all the meditations, all the self-care practices, everything sort of went out the window, and that inner critic was so loud. My thoughts were so loud, and I had one thought and there was all these other voices narrating this thought, like the devil on this shoulder, the angel on this shoulder, and just feeling confused, feeling very overwhelmed. I didn't have any hallucinations, but I did have, like, the trees were just I can't even explain it. They were just different. They were beautiful. And the music, there was beautiful live music, drums, violins, guitars. There was a beautiful opera singer, and they say that these ceremonies are 50% the plant-based medicine of ayahuasca and 50% the music. And we had lots of people. There's probably about 10 helpers, 10 volunteers, as well as the shaman, Law his name is, who they're coming around, they're cleansing you. I had a lovely cleansing because I had a big breakdown, emotional release, and this was when I it was time to take the third cup. So we all, after the second cup, let me look at my notes. Yeah, after the second cup, that was when I had the big cleansing, the beautiful feather, and I just felt this beautiful energy, earth energy, and I've just realised how much I've been holding on to. I didn't have any purging or any sickness, but it's called frog medicine, and they took it this morning, but I was a bit too late for that one. So I'm going to take it tomorrow morning. It actually makes you purge, and it actually purges out your trauma that you've held inside your body. And yes, so by the time it came to the third cup, the music had stopped for about 3 to 4 hours. At this point, it was time for a little nap. We're all outside in this beautiful space all together. But I could just feel everyone's energies. I felt like everyone was watching me or judging me when I know they're not. Obviously, this is something that happens in my day-to-day life as well. A lot of what other people think does hold me back, and this is one of the reasons I came here, as well as the anxiety, and often do get suicidal thoughts when I'm in my lows. And this is something that I wanted to heal, and I know that I'm not just healing myself, I'm healing generational lineages and going back in the ancestral line of just healing and knowing that when I do this healing and I commit to doing this thing that petrifies me for my own healing, that everyone will benefit from it, everyone will pick up from it and have that ripple effect. Yeah, I was having a big cry. I couldn't hold it in. Lots of other people were doing it too in the group, and especially when they said it's time for your third cup, I just was like, I can't do this. I don't know how I'm going to do another night of this. We've got one tomorrow night and Saturday night as well, so it's Thursday, Saturday night, 2 ceremonies, and I was like, I am going to have to go home, and I can't take this third cup. And I came up to Law, the beautiful shaman, and I was in tears, and I was like, I'm scared, and I was very wobbly, couldn't even really put my words together, and just, he was like, scared of what? And I just thought, I don't even know. I know that the Divine Mother has got me in her embrace, but it just wasn't the experience I expected, even though I said I'm coming into this with no expectations. A lot of people put their experiences of what will happen onto me, and I just expected that to happen too. And it just wasn't. It was just me and my mind being shown the light and the awareness of what's really going on here, what's really fucking you up here, Hayley. And it's okay. It's okay to feel this way. And he just gave me a little tiny bit. And yeah, just trying to process it all and integrate it and work some things out, but still just a bit confused. And I still had some amazing, lovely chats with some beautiful, like-minded souls, some lovely connections, and realising that I'm not alone in this. We're all connected, we're all here for the same reason, we all want to heal, and I'm committed to this journey. I'm committed to my healing, everyone's healing, because I know there are others out there who feel the same as me, who are suffering every day. We don't have to suffer. Because when we accept that suffering actually is a part of life, we then release the resistance to it, and then it just becomes as it is. No labels, no judgments, just allow the suffering to happen, because afterwards the growth that happens is unbelievable. It's okay. I just had so many thoughts of, again, not being good enough, not worthy, just all coming into the light, and I know it's coming up for a reason. The medicine has a way of just tapping into your subconscious and shining light on it and showing you what you need to see. And sometimes you may not work it out in the moment. Maybe in a few weeks, maybe in a few months. It all just adds together when it's supposed to, in divine timing. And everything will be okay. Everything always is okay, and everything's only temporary. I've waited years and years to do this experience. I can't leave now. I was disappointed enough in myself for only having a little drop on the third one. But I was so scared, and realised how that's how I cope with anything that I get scared around. I just build a wall and resist and numb it. I numbed for so long of my life, and I'm ready to stop numbing. I'm ready to heal and see other people heal and give them knowledge, give them wisdom, and help them to heal too. If I can do it, if I can do it, I feel like anyone can do it. It is so possible. Lots of love. It's all good. Everything is as it is, and it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to feel these shitty low emotions. It's all a part of life. Just allow, trust, surrender. I said this coming into it, allow, trust, surrender. And I just didn't. Just so much resistance came up, but that's okay, because that's how I've been hardwired. This is my programming, and I'm really getting into the core of that now. This is all coming up for a reason. Okay.
Hello, my darlings. So, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a deep sense of peace, love and gratitude in my heart. And we all went to have a beautiful dinner together with this big, beautiful spiritual community of like-minded souls, all looking for one thing: to heal, to grow, to let go of the fear, to surrender and trust, and just be more connected with ourselves and with oneness. Just release that feeling of separation and judgment and comparison, and come back to our true essence. And I just had some amazing chats with just some very wise people, and when you look in their eyes, you can see they are just so wise, just the gateway to the soul, and such deep hazelnut brown eyes, and you can tell they've seen a lot and have so much wisdom to share. And I'm so honoured to just be in their presence and company and take on those learnings and lessons. It's helped me so much to see that my experience was normal, and even though I've got that inner critic, I'm going to love her as a part of me, accept her, not resist so much and cause so much pain, hurt and dis-ease in my mind, and just knowing that it's all okay and it will always be okay, and everything is only temporary. And just having a bit more time to process everything and integrate everything that happened, my mind has really calmed down. It's quiet again. The inner critic isn't there anymore. And I just know that it's okay when she does show up, because I know it's not going to be forever. To just embrace her, just give her love, don't push her away. It's a part of me, and I accept all of me. I'm learning to accept all of me. I'm learning to love myself more, and it's just shown me how hard I can be on myself. We are our own inner critics, and there's no judgment here. Not like in the real world where you feel like everyone's watching your every move and judging you, and it's held me back for a long time in putting myself out there, knowing that I can help people, but I'm stopping myself. I'm actually sabotaging myself, and that's the most painful thing, because all I want to do is help other people heal. I know that if I can do it, anyone can do it, and it is possible. And I'm just appreciating this moment of quietness and stillness now in my little cabin. Got the whole cabin to myself. It's very basic here. No signal, cut off from the world, no TV, cold showers, just all beautiful vegan food, veggies, just grown from the earth, and just feeling gratitude and love in my heart and immense pride. And yeah, just gonna have a good sleep now, as I haven't slept since Thursday morning, yesterday morning, and it's now Friday night. We stayed up all night doing the ceremony, and then most people went to nap, but my mind was just so loud. So I'm just now appreciating this moment in stillness, presence, gratitude, just being in my own space, getting used to being in my own space and independent, and knowing I'm capable, knowing I'm worthy, even though the inner critic was not saying any of that earlier or last night. And I'm hoping I can get some sleep tonight to do it all over again tomorrow. Oh, ayahuasca, what have you got in store for me tomorrow? Very apprehensive, nervous, but also excited, because they say you never have the same experience. It's always different. It's always what you need. They always say the first time's the hardest. They didn't tell me that before I came in. I mean, I've done some research, but you never know what to expect until you're really going through it yourself. And even after, it took me some time to actually process and even find the words to say what had happened. But yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be healing. It's going to be what I need. And I release all expectations, even though I said that yesterday. And I had so many expectations and judged everything and said it shouldn't be like this. And yeah, it is just as it is. And there's lessons in everything. There's wisdom and insights to be had. And it's very powerful work. Very powerful. Didgeridoo, where we do a little ceremony all under there. And that's my cabin. It is day 3, Saturday. So didgeridoo being played outside. We done a didgeridoo lesson this morning and breath work, which was really fun, and a sort of a cappella singing lesson session thing earlier, just after that as well, and then had a lovely walk with a really nice girl, Jessica, who I met on this retreat. But first thing this morning, I did the frog medicine. It's called Combo, and they basically, if you can see, burnt 4 little holes, and then they basically apply the medicine. He applied it to 3 of the holes and sort of pre-framed me about what would happen. The medicine comes in and just clears out
anything not serving, any trauma that you're holding on to. It makes you purge, be sick, can make you poo, but it didn't make me poo. And it just makes your heart pound out your chest. You go very dizzy, and it only lasts for 20 to 40 minutes. I think mine only lasted about 15, to be honest. And I felt, yeah, very at peace afterwards. It was very healing, and yeah, it's a very beautiful medicine that he taught us a lot about. And it was just nice to be a part of pushing myself to try something new and different ways of healing. And yeah, this is the journey so far. Day 3, tomorrow is home time. We will be outside under the tent again. I will just show you it. So we all gather under here, under that, and we're all sort of sat around. Apparently there's 70 of us coming tonight. There's more new people coming for the ayahuasca ceremony tonight. And yes, I'm ready, but I am still apprehensive and nervous about it. Yeah, like they say, you never have the same experience. The second one's usually better. The first is always the worst. But if I have the same experience as my first, I have to allow that to happen, knowing that it's the experience that I need. And I'm going to try and go in it this time and really let go of resistance, really surrender to everything that comes up, the fear, the anxiety, the petrified feeling, the heart pounding up my chest, just knowing that I am safe, I am held. And yeah, that's it. So we'll be up all night doing that. The first cup we take at 8:30. Second cup, I believe it's about 1 o'clock, maybe 2. And then after, we have a little nap in between 3 till 6 a.m, which yesterday I did not have any naps. The mind was very, very loud, and I was very awake, and the trees were just alive. Not really any hallucinations or visions or anything like that, but I was very wobbly. And then after, we have the third cup, and I really want to push myself tonight to take that third cup, even if I really don't feel like it. Let's see how it goes. Okay, here we go. I'm all in my whites. I am ready. We are about to start the second ayahuasca ceremony. And I'm going in with an open heart, an open mind. If the demons come in, if the dark thoughts come in, I'm ready to embrace, accept and love them. Know that they are not my thoughts, and know that it's just a last attempt to cling on. And the more I feed into it, the more I resist it, the more pain and suffering I will be in. If I simply allow them to be there and love them and accept them, observe them, become that watcher, I will be able to move through it. And I know I said this, I know I thought this going into the last ceremony, and it seemed to all go out the window. This time I've had some amazing chats with some wise people, some beautiful advice, and I'm just ready for what is about to happen. The experience that I get will be the one I need. Let's do this. Day 4 of ayahuasca, and I am home. Started on Saturday night, so last night, and it was a very, very different experience to Thursday night. I didn't have such horrible thoughts that were so loud. I gained some wisdom from a lot of wonderfully wise souls who who they call the guardians at the ceremony. So you have the shaman, and then there's lots of guardians that are the volunteers, the helpers, and they are just incredible people, and the talent from them is amazing. The music, the drums, the guitar, the singing, it's just magic. It was just magic in itself. That would have been enough for me, just going and experiencing that like on its own, sitting and just listening and taking in that beautiful music, energy and vibration. And yeah, I was just full of such love. And I remember the first night, the Thursday night, thinking, watching a girl get up and dance. She was on her own, and there was, you know, loads of people. We were sat around with like 70 people to the left, people to the right, everyone being sick everywhere in their buckets, all purging out their trauma, people purging out the emotion and lots of different ways, all going through different waves of emotion. And, you know, one girl got up and was just dancing, and I just looked at her in envy, like, I want to do that. I want to have that confidence where I don't give a shit if anyone's watching me. I'm dancing like no one's watching. And I just made some amazing connections and good friends, and shared this with them. You know, speaking the truth of how you really feel. And that's the beauty of this ceremony, is everyone's there for the same reason, and there really isn't any judgment, and they all just want the best for you. They're there to heal, and they want you to heal too. And all the girls came up to me and just saying, Hayley, I was so happy. I'm getting emotional thinking about it, because I got up and I was dancing like no one was watching. It was just so empowering, dancing to the music, feeling the beat, everyone around me dancing as well, all the beautiful women around me. And the men and women were separated due to the feminine and masculine energy. They were on the right, we were on the left, and it was just this beautiful circle of empowering women just dancing and smiling, and just love and gratitude in our hearts. And it was just such a beautiful experience. So all in all, it was a really amazing experience, and my key takeaways were I was definitely able to open my heart more to healing. My awareness has been expanded, my self-acceptance and self-love has increased, and I definitely feel like my shadows have been brought more into the light for a reason to keep growing, keep expanding and keep healing.